Good morning, YouTubers, friends, followers, and subscribers, but mainly the subscribers. Thank you all very much for continuing to stay on this channel. But if you're watching this right now and you have not yet subscribed, why not? It's free! But it's not necessarily the freedom of speech. Right, the emails have been flooding in, and I do enjoy them. I read them. I read one this morning. One in particular I read this morning who said not to be named, which I will not name, but someone who is friends with a cleaner, listen to this, a cleaner that cleans houses for the rich in Monte Setso, or whatever that place is called where the other two live. And I will discuss that at another time. So, I don't want to bring this in because I like to find out the facts first. I'm not just going to talk about what I was told because I haven't proven it to be facts yet. Right. Yesterday, I'm going to say thank you to the subscriber who doesn't want to be mentioned. The subscriber who actually sent me a copy of Spur. I am reading it and digesting it on my other channel, Censored Hypocrisy. So, which has grown. We have over 25,000 people on that channel now. So thank you very much. So it's all looking good. Today was the first time I'd walked into my shop and not a single front cover of the papers on display had Harry and Meghan on them. Not even a story. And I was like, oh, what's happened here? But yeah, nice. But I'm going to do a proper review. I'm not going to sit down there with like, I don't like you. I don't like... Sit down there with an open mind and give a proper review on what I believe is in front of me. So there we go. So thanks for those that are tuning in, the other channel. I think my review yesterday of the first 4 chapters... sorry, that's a lie. My review yesterday of the first 3 chapters on my other channel had over 40,000 views on there. So that's quite nice. So people actually are interested in it. You don't need to be constantly biased either way. Give a review. If it's a good chapter, say it's a good chapter. But there we go. Right. What else is happening? I would like to point out now that yesterday there was a plot stopped, a nuclear weapons plot stopped at Heathrow Airport, where there's different types of uranium, different types of elements that are used for nuclear bombs. And uranium-235 was caught at Heathrow. It came from Pakistan and it was destined to reach Iranians. So we've actually, thank God that they were, thank God that was stopped. Was it stopped by Border Patrol or was it stopped by the armed forces? Doesn't matter. It was still stopped though, wasn't it? That would have been a catastrophe if that all of the elements had to come together. It's not good, is it? No, it's not. Sir Keir Starmer, the Labour Party leader, has been told, I'll use the word urged. He's been urged to stop taking donations from the same people that promote eco-warriors Just Stop Oil. Isn't that strange? So we're having these Just Stop Oil protests causing chaos around the country, but the people behind them and funding them are also donating to the Labour Party. In fact, Labour Party received £360,000 from them. That's a bit of backhander. There's a backhander. Let the police do this here. It's all, so politicians are corrupt, whether you like it or not. Probably not all. Let's not tar them all with the same brush. But it seems that way, doesn't it? A Royal Marine hopeful, a lad who wanted to join the Royal Marines, who was training for the Royal Marines, has been killed, unfortunately. He tried to stop 2 asylum seekers from fighting and they stabbed him to death. So that's nice, isn't it? These asylum seekers from Afghanistan. You know, the ones that we owe everything to. Remember those ones? We owe them nothing. That's what I'll tell you now. Jesus Christ. We went over there and give them electricity and dug wells for them and give them infrastructure. And what did they do? They shit on us. Some of you are probably saying, how did they do that? Well, here's the thing. When we were in Afghanistan, we had a thing that we used called biometrics. And we used to biometrically enroll all Afghan males. We tried to enroll all Afghan males where we would get them. They would hold them. We used to hand them a set of binoculars. They would hold them, and after they handed them back to us, we had their fingerprints from holding it, and we had their iris scans, and then we give them a mouth swab, and we biometrically enrolled all the Afghans. So whenever future down the line and bombs had went off, and we brought in all the parts of the bomb and body parts and IED parts, and we went through the forensics with those parts, and we swabbed them for fingerprints. And because we had enrolled all the Afghan males, we were able to say, put it through a system and go, oh, this guy that we enrolled in Lashnagar, his fingerprints were on the IED that killed blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, let's lift them. And you'd go and you arrest these people, and you'd bring them in, all killed British troops and coalition forces. And you would process them through. They would go to an Afghan court, and the Afghan courts used to say, oh, that's not proof. That's not proof. Have you got photographs of them blowing them up? No. Well, we're not going to accept your biometrics because we don't accept biometrics in Afghanistan. We call it white man's magic, and it's not able. So all those Afghan terrorists would walk out of court back onto the battlefield. So that's why we owe Afghanistanis fuck all. Okay? Yeah, because they didn't help us. They hindered us. I don't think I was ever, I do not, hand on heart, I do not think I was ever on a patrol, a joint patrol with the Afghan army, where at least some of the soldiers weren't off their tits on drugs with a live machine gun. So there we go. Anyway. Other news, we know that David Williams has been removed from Britain's Got Talent. But he's being replaced by Bruno Talione. Bruno Talione from Strictly is going to replace him. So there we go. A bit of that. There we go. Quite sad, but that's what's happening. Don't know if it's quite sad. Bruno Talione was quite entertaining, isn't he, really? Yeah, yes, he's been entertaining. Right, now we go down to the police. What's happening in the police? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know what's happening with the police up and down the country. Now, I know that they're trying to say we're going to get more police back on the street. The police are... I'm going to be honest. I've lost hope in the police. I really do. It's my opinion. My opinion is I do not trust the police. I did a video here last year with another veteran who was sitting in my kitchen with me. And I was doing a video and I uploaded it, and I was chatting about... it was round about the time thousands of Afghan fighting males were arriving on our shores. Yes, it was. And I did a video and I said we need to stop it. We need to actually screen all the Afghan males, because Afghan males... In their culture, they do something on Thursday. It's called Man Love Thursday. That's all I said. I'm not going to go into it right now, but that's what I did. I think about 2 hours later, the police arrived at my door. Knock, knock. And I had, I had people here. I said, yep. Mr. Cole, yep. There's been a complaint of a hate crime. Has there? Why? You uploaded a video and you mentioned something about Afghanistan. Yes, I did. You did take it down to hate crime. It's not a hate crime, it's a fact. And I had to fucking school the 2 police officers in my kitchen, and then they had to walk out with their tails between their legs. Do not react. Don't go knocking on people's doors saying it's a hate crime if they're only speaking the fucking truth. And that is the truth. And for the YouTube human reviewer, that's a fact. So I've had them here. I schooled the police. We sent them on. Me and the other veteran, he just sat there laughing, going, what the fuck are you doing here? Do you understand what's going on in the world? And we had to school them. Uneducated police officers reacting to fucking people's bullshit. So there we go. And it brings me back to my question, my point. The police aren't happy. In all forces, they're not happy. In fact, because of frustration, not only with pay, but with morale, 1/5 of today's police officers want to quit the force. I'm not surprised. I know they're under pressure. People at the top. Everyone's chasing MBEs and OBEs and medals. And that's why things won't change. And that's why people are still standing by Horrid, the hostage. Because some people believe that they're going to get an MBE if they keep running marathons every... this year I did 26 marathons in 26 days for 26 veterans. You're not going to get an MBE for it, okay? Because it's been done. Eddie Izzard done it. That woman, Eddie Izzard, done that. He did 40 marathons in 40 days. So it's been done. Just keep raising money and eventually someone will give you a wee medal. That's what people look for. Even the generals in the paper today are going, A general would like to remain anonymous, however, has said, "You're being an arse." Wow, there we go. There we go. Well, people, listen, thanks for watching. Look forward to my review on chapters 4, 5, and 6, which I'll be doing later today on the other channel. Take care and stay safe.